I can bear no longer! Goblin King, wherever you may be, take this terrible show far away from me! Goblin King Jareth doesn't want Guilty Crown, does he?
Why would he?
We're gonna have to watch the rest ourselves, aren't we?
Sadly, yes.
This is, our audio commentary for, episode 19. Starting the show in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah?
Sephiroth stealing voids.
Yeah. Manifesting. Segai.
Is taking pictures.
Yeah, looks like. Okay, that's him talking to Inori.
Yeah. Are you going to do something fun?
Maybe Segai will do something fun. We know he has chronic backstabbing disorder, so if he could stab guys back, that would be great.
I would be very happy with that.
It's the little things that actually make us smile in this morass of unhappiness.
Which brings up another point. Part of the problem with the show is that it has no light beats. Virtually none. It has... The smiling and laughing beats are pretty much non-existent, and those really do a lot to help make the dark beats more effective.
And like I said, we've watched and liked other, like, really dark shows, like, Unlimited Blade Works, but that had at least a couple funny moments, though less so towards the end, but it was on the more action scale than real misery.
Yeah, it's the Unlimited Blade Works has slight moments, but its dark moments were less dark.
Yeah. Mirai Nikki, absolutely super dark, but has, like, the Bridal Fair episode.
And you have this weird emotional interaction with the characters in Mirai Nikki, mostly because the characters are emotionally weird.
Yeah, one thing I've heard is to compare writing with painting. If you're going to bring out your darkest darks, you want to use your brightest lights somewhere as well. There needs to be a counterpoint. No, that's our episode number.
The numbers in the corner.
County thing. What?
What are you doing,
Mom?
Dr. Oma?
Apparently they plan to resurrect Mana too.
And they're already doing it?
She never has been.
And...
You're telling us this, but we've never seen anything like that. She seemed to be quite the bitter realist when she was, sacrificing her son's arm to try to save his life, I guess.
And apparently that's her brother?
Or brother-in-law, best... And now she's been shot. She amounted to nothing.
I mean, she's not necessarily dead.
No, but... Shu, what are you doing? How are you even here? They should be long gone. And she might actually,
Haruka was...
High treason and is now on the run. How did you not get shot there?
She did. Look, her shoulders
True,
clipped.
but how did she not get shot to death there? He had a perfectly clear shot, and this isn't old-timey pistols. He had more than one bullet. Segai's having fun.
Okay. Segai's gonna do something entertaining! Yay!
Yes, please!
You're the only character that hasn't irritated the shit out of us.
Indeed. Because he's been consistent and amusing.
she clearly feels like she has a special relationship with Guy, regardless of whether...
It was based on him being a shitty James Bond exactly once.
Why?
She has an unhealthy, bizarre fascination that makes no sense.
Came out of nowhere and... Whatever.
And...
Who's this?
I don't know. A friend that we never met before?
I guess. I feel like we've saw her, like, with the group that was going to rescue the granddaughter.
Yeah, maybe. But, like, background extra.
Doth? Who's...
I'm pretty sure that's Mr. President. Yeah, there's big guy.
Yeah.
What does that even mean anymore? Member of the Undertakers.
I guess that's probably something they have a badge of pride in, and it's something that was core to their identities for a long time.
And yet they somehow didn't turn back to Guy.
Well, they clearly think that... Guy is...
brainwashed and crazy.
Yeah.
Which, granted, that might not be false. Though I'm not putting it past the character they've written for him to have planned this the entire time, including his death and resurrection.
I don't... Every scene involving him is a kick in the teeth.
Yeah. This scene, however, is,
good.
Yeah, this is decent. It's a little late in the game for this character development about Shu and his mom.
But at least
it's something. It feels real. And I think possibly the biggest problem is that Shu's mom was given that random, kind of out-of-character bullcrap early.
Oh, hi, Sagai. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he's going to...
Oh, yeah. Granted, knowing his team, Quick Death is probably...
Because his team's all full of psychopaths?
Yeah.
But it's also that Sagai is kind of a nut job himself.
Oh, yeah, but... at least he's always a nut job and is amusing as a nut job.
He's a reliable nut job.
Yeah.
Are you...
Yes, he just put on a knitted cap and started a mob.
And he's still in his uniform and no one seems to notice. Apparently a knitted cap is like Clark Kent's glasses.
Yeah. Only sillier. Sagai is the master of silly freaking disguises. And he's got goons. Show likes its body count.
I mean, those gunshots were not good.
Yeah. But he's basically a bear, so... This guy is good at his job.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
You just know he was loving that shit.
Indeed.
Like who?
Ayase? Ayase and Catgirl?
glowy stone? Oh, right.
Oh, one of the other void genomes.
We mentioned that there were 3. We knew...
Yeah, we know Shu had one that Guy now has. Don't know how they did the thing before Guy took it from him. White-haired kid probably has one. And now we're bringing this one to Shu, so he can get his powers back after having them taken away. Through no action of his own. I mean, he's trying to do things that are his own action, but... And now they're going to forgive each other like he didn't push him into a pit.
Yeah.
And they're all going to forgive Shu like he wasn't a tyrannical dictator.
I don't... Whatever.
When was he part of that?
No, they're both Undertakers.
Was he there?
They're
I
no,
meant
he
in the
wasn't
scene
there.
earlier. He wasn't
no, he
there.
wasn't there. I guess he went back to check to see if the guy was actually dead.
Yeah, I guess.
That doesn't make any sense.
This is like a recreation of the concept space, and Inori is chained up in Vamana position. I'm gonna go with yes.
Well, I don't care.
And it's all gone just as planned.
I don't care.
Cannon fodder, obviously.
No, you don't want to know, most likely.
He's gonna tell you anyway. Or not, and let that be the answer.
You'd always treated people like that.
Yeah.
Are you going to say something stupid?
Probably.
Oh, yes, you're going to say something
Yeah, I
incredibly
figured
stupid.
that was what he was gonna say.
Well, sort of. I mean, logically, you should pick someone other than Shu.
Yeah.
But
Well, Shu has experience actually using those powers.
he's also only one-armed now.
Okay, so it can melt you.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a good reason.
So how do you know if someone can use it then?
Try it on them and see if they melt? That seems like this show's answer. Or...
Why? Why? I don't understand.
If it's a rejection reaction, theoretically he should be the one who would be okay.
A party of explosions. Well, I guess that's
yeah.
the guy's
Yeah,
favorite kind of party.
Add to the number of times he should be dead.
I mean, in theory, you couldn't survive doing that, but you're generally gonna have broken bones.
Indeed.
Jumping out of a moving car, you're generally gonna have broken bones. And then he jumped over an overpass that's way too far to jump and keep running.
Yeah.
Again, you could probably survive, but...
And maybe if you were like a trained stuntman, you might be able to pull off some.
And I could see Yahiro changing his tune after seeing what a nightmare his previous plan ended up in. So... You're so happy with all this,
Oh,
guy.
yes. You know, that would be cool.
Maybe we'll have her be the
One of the other good characters along with Segai. It was Segai, Ayase, and Hare, and Hare's dead now. And Ayase is standing up as a hero.
But
Shu's still in this show, so
I don't know.
this isn't gonna work out.
Yeah.
She's like gonna melt and he's gonna take it from her melted body.
Or Segai
Yeah.
It gets knocked in there, Shu finds it and
Yeah.
uses it. At least it's a little bit...
At least we're not killing Ayase for no reason.
I wonder if Segai's gonna try to use it and die.
Maybe that would be an acceptable exit for him. I'd rather have him stick around, but I'll take it. This is kind of what he was babbling about from his very first scenes.
Yeah.
Talking about things being absolutely beautiful when he was watching the Void drawing before.
And Ayase is doing her best.
Yeah.
God
damn it, she is a badass.
God damn it, I love her.
Oh. You know what? It seems like when we take Inori and Shu largely out of an episode, we actually get good stuff.
And yeah, and she was there.
Yeah.
And no one has any idea how to feel.
Nope.
What are you going to do with it?
Make bullshit philosophical speeches?
Why isn't Segai shooting him?
I don't know.
No, really, why isn't Segai shooting him?
Maybe we'll cut to Segai and see him, like, grinning like an idiot. Didn't it just magic shatter to go into him the previous time?
Yeah, but that was weird. Inori triggered it. We don't actually see what would happen.
Okay, yeah, see, he's enjoying it. When he saw Shu pick it up, he went from wanting it himself to wanting to see this happen. Segai wants to see how stupid this gets.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure you were a tyrannical overlord for a while there, and you were a decent overlord before that.
Apparently he can draw out his own void.
And it gives him a crystal arm.
Sure. There's the shot from the
Yeah.
intro.
I'll take it. It could have been a lot worse knowing this show.
God, Segai, I love how
Yeah.
freaking insane you are.
Don't get her killed, Shu, okay?
I'm sure he has no intention of doing so.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell.
I think he's back to having a consistent character.
Maybe, but it was so inconsistent in the middle there that... He just manifested the scissors and owned Robot.
Also, they look different this time around.
Yeah, everything is black with blue lines rather than silver and crystal.
I mean, those scissors do have the advantage
Yeah,
of being...
and the opening gun now deletes matter. You know, I'm pretty sure he would have run over Ayase by now.
Yeah.
That truck's moving pretty quickly. Is it just on a treadmill? Oh, goodbye, Segai.
You were so entertaining.
Yeah. Your magic double helix got cut. The truck veers off after its quarter second.
And the Voids, of course, completely fine survive that
Yeah.
explosion, even
We
though...
know he's... You should know he's fine. You would be turning to crystals if he was exploded. Because your Void would have exploded with him.
Yeah. Yeah. That's because...
All the crystals are voidy things. He really is Kirby! It's like we said before!
Yeah.
Suck them up and gain their powers!
What does that
I
have to do with anything?
Don't know.
Where
We've
did
never
that come
gotten any
from?
definition about the apocalypse virus.
And at least this self-sacrificey talk is in line with some of the stuff we've seen before.
Yeah.
It's not
And
out of
maybe,
nowhere.
guilt over the random fallen
Evil.
hero time, which was still random and bullcrap, but...
And why did she say it would kill him if he took it a second time? Because it clearly didn't.
She said probably.
She
seemed fairly certain, but she did leave the door open that it wouldn't. This isn't strictly a continuity error. It's just the building something up is super dangerous, and then of course it works out just fine.
It doesn't really work if you know...
If your build-up is one line.
Well, it's more it doesn't work if you know in a meta sense that there's no way in hell they're going to kill Shu off with still several episodes of the show to go.
Yeah, I mean... I'll do another... Dangerous forbidden technique is a thing, like, Shauna has her Tempa Josai. And she uses it once, but it's right at the end of Season 1, so... Even though you probably know that she's going to survive the unsurvivable bullcrap.
To be fair, if it was the first season, you wouldn't necessarily know that. Because if you were watching it...
Sort of from a meta sense, not from a, interface spoiler sense. They're probably not going to kill her off. But at the same time, you can believe it at least a little. This,
didn't have enough build-up, it didn't have enough explanation as to
and
why.
it did have the interface spoiler.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of impossible to avoid interface spoilers.
Yeah, at least somewhat.
But
And
you can still sell it better than that.
I credit Guilty Crown this. I still didn't much like this episode, but there was so much Segai and enough Ayase, and this was really the best episode 19 we could have gotten after how shitty episode 18 was. That's my take on it.
I'm still not looking forward to it, but at least we're
Oh
closing
no,
it on
definitely
the end.
not. Yeah. 3 episodes left. Really, I'm worried that there's gonna be another tanking it because, Segai's dead now, so that's one less source of joy.
See you next
See y'all
time.
there. Bye.